Well, it's been officially 12 days since the beginning of the new year, and I wanted to film my first weekly update on my 10-pound weight loss goal. I did a video last week where I talked about my 10-pound weight loss challenge and asked you to come along and join with me. And the way that this is going to work is that I am trying to lose 10 pounds within the first quarter of 2025. And I'm hoping that you'll come along with me and take this challenge as well. Well, if we haven't met before, my name is Suzanne, and to date I've lost 27 pounds. I did gain a couple of pounds back after the holidays. I did a video before the holidays where I talked about how I was going to eat some of the foods that I normally enjoy during the holidays, but that I wasn't going to beat myself up over it. This is a long-term goal of losing 40 pounds that I have, and I want to still enjoy my life and be able to enjoy things like the holidays with my family. So now that the holidays are over, I did gain probably 2 to 3 pounds back by incorporating some of the higher carb foods that I typically eat during the holidays. But I'm happy to report in my first 2 weeks in January, I've already been able to lose almost 2 pounds. So I'm kind of back down to my pre-holiday weight, just like I expected myself to be. I know how to get myself back on track now. And as soon as Christmas was over, I went right back to eating the way that I did before the holidays. And slowly but surely over the last couple of weeks, I've been able to lose a couple of pounds. Now, I wanted to share with you how my first 2 weeks went and give you a little bit more detail about how I was able to lose those 2 pounds. And so I'm going to give you a couple of different things that I wrote down that I really think helped me. And then once a week, I'm going to be posting a weekly update video telling you what my weight loss was, or if I even maybe gained weight, and then tell you what worked and what didn't work for me. So the first thing I already mentioned, and that was my ability to just get back on track with my plan. I know my plan works. I've done it for over a year now, and I've been able to lose that 27 pounds that way. So first thing I did after the holidays was I just got right back on track, made sure I had all the foods in the house that I need to be able to stay on my plan, and make sure that I actually follow my plan. Now, the second thing that I did was I was consistent. So probably in the last 2 weeks, I have not gone off my plan at all. That means I have not had any treat meals at all. Initially, I did say I was going to allow myself to have 1 treat meal per week, but I haven't really done that. I have had some options at maybe fast food restaurants that were still low carb, but nothing that would put me over that 20 grams of carbs per day. And so I've been able to be really consistent over the last 2 weeks, and I definitely think that has helped me to lose those 2 pounds. Now, one of the things that I did in the last 2 weeks that was really exciting for me was that I invested in an electronic scale. It is the I can't pronounce it, scale. But what I love about this scale is it doesn't just weigh you, it also tracks your fat percentage, it tracks your muscle mass, and a lot of other things, my BMI, my heart rate. And I really like that because not only can I see when I'm losing weight, but I can also see how much muscle I'm either gaining or losing in comparison to the amount of weight that I'm losing. And that's really important to me because I think sometimes when we plateau, we may still be shifting body fat for muscles, especially since I am doing weight training. And so it's nice to be able to see if those numbers are changing as well, even if the scale isn't changing. The other thing that I really like about this scale is that it gives me my weight in 0.1 increments, which my other scale used to give it in 0.2 increments. But it's nice because even if I only lose 0.1 pounds, that still gets me excited because I know that I am losing weight. And so I really like that feature. And then the third thing I really like about the scale is that it connects directly to the app on my phone that I set up. And it will automatically download all that data into the app on my phone. And so I can look and track day by day my weight, see how much progress I've made in each of those different categories. And I love that it's just so easy for me to see all of those numbers. So I'll go ahead and put a link to that scale down in the description. It may be an affiliate link that gives me a tiny bit of commission. It may not be, but just letting you know just in case. But this scale I got because originally I saw a different scale that a different influencer was promoting. I think it's called the Hume scale. And I was going to get it. But when I went and looked, it was like $200. And I was like, I don't really want to spend $200 on a scale. So I started looking up substitutions, and this scale came up, had better reviews than the other scale, and it was only like $60 or maybe $70, much lower, and it had just as good, if not better, reviews by people who had bought it. So that's why I'm recommending the scale that I have, because it's more for people on a budget like me, and it still gets the job done. So that's how my week went this week. Let me know down in the comments how your week went. I hope you have a successful week this next week and lose more weight, and I will see you next week in next week's weekly weight loss video.